The South African Jockey Academy is world-renowned for producing top-class jockeys, many of whom have gone on to be international champions. In keeping with their long-standing recognition, the Academy is once again at the forefront, forging new ground in the training of its apprentices with its innovative, multidisciplinary approach. To the uninitiated, it may not sound significant, but the results speak for themselves. Results that are also attracting the interest of the international racing and research communities.
Our multidisciplinary team involves our physio, our bio, the dietitian, myself, the sports psychologist, your industrial psychologist. And the idea is that we all work together for the goals and the best interest of our riders. The whole idea of bringing everyone together and working towards one particular goal has been very fruitful. In fact, we've seen the number of injuries reduce, certainly the number of illnesses reduce. So everyone working together is absolutely benefiting the apprentices. I man the concussion program. So we work with the people down in Prime. Dr. Craig Roberts mans that program for us. And CogSport is the computerized testing that we do with the boys. So I man the concussion program, I do the diagnosis, and then feed them back into Taryn where she does the return to sport, and just watch their rehab. And then they get their final clearance through Craig down at Prime, and then they're free to ride.
I'm the sports scientist here at the South African Jockey Academy, and I do all the strength and conditioning with apprentices as well as their recovery strategy sessions, and I facilitate the rehab sessions.
The nice thing now with our conditioning is that their return to sport is so quick because they're so fit and they're so supple, and we have all our rehab in-house, so we're able to get them fixed up right here, and it's much quicker, far more efficient.
So on a monthly basis we do fitness testing with each apprentice, and they have to maintain a certain level of fitness for track work and for race riding. So if they're unable to keep their fitness levels up at that level, they are taken off race riding for a certain period of time until their fitness levels come up. And the same with track. So once the first years have qualified to start riding up at the track, they also still need to have a fitness level adequate for that training. Since the implementation of the fitness requirements in 2014, we have seen a significant decrease in injuries and illnesses with apprentice jockeys. On a monthly basis, we measure their body fat percentage through the use of calipers, and what this information shows us is whether or not the apprentices are putting on muscle or fat. And obviously if they're putting on fat, we then give them a particular training program to work with that, and if they are putting on too much muscle, we then have to look at more muscle endurance training. The multidisciplinary approach has allowed all the different disciplines at the Academy to meet together on a monthly basis, so we're able to communicate effectively about each apprentice and their individual needs. So on my side, it's an absolutely great idea because then I can work directly with the riding masters, with the nursing sister and the dietitian, and we can then at least have a more holistic approach to the training of apprentices.
Jockeys are elite athletes, and diet and nutrition for the jockey is absolutely of paramount importance. They diet most of their lives. Their sport is there's never an off day, so it's 24/7, almost 365 days a year. And so the dieting that they're doing needs to be well controlled, it needs to be well balanced, and the nutritional status and intake that they're actually getting from what they're eating needs to be of the best quality. Their food intake is monitored, their menus are set, it's set according to calorie intakes, energy intakes, it's set according to protein requirements, and it's also set according to fat and carbohydrate intakes. So it's very well balanced in order so that if they actually are eating exactly the meals we've got here, they can drop a kilo or two if they need to. We're trying to encourage them to lose between 1.5 to a kilo maximum for a race day, not the 3, 4, 5, 6 kilos prior to a race day, which literally dehydrates both muscle and both brain tissue, and also increases the electrolyte balance in the body. So sodiums, potassiums, and electrolytes go sky high, which results in cramping, dizzy spells, headaches. This is what we want to avoid. We need them sharp because they have a full race card, most of the good jockeys, and they need to be on top of their game all the time. It's not wasting anymore. It should be a weight control, and it should be a lifelong weight control because this is their career. And the longer and the better they control their weight, the longer and better career they're actually going to have. There's wonderful news in the pipeline with regard to research.
Currently, there's one master's project that has been completed here, and that was with Kathy Krog, and I'm currently completing my master's. We both presented our master's papers at the 6th International Conference for Health, Safety, Welfare of Jockeys in Hong Kong. And this was a very exciting opportunity for us because we were able to meet and greet with the other international researchers who are currently doing studies on jockeys. And we've been able to develop connections with these researchers and develop some international collaboration of research in the coming years.
We're going to be looking at diet and nutrition alongside our colleagues in England, in Ireland, and Hong Kong. People in universities overseas have already agreed to be supervisors, co-supervisors in papers that are going to be written.
We're looking at developing the South African Equestrian and Jockey Research Institute in 2016. It's a very exciting project, a lot of hard work ahead of us, but I think it'll put us at the forefront of research internationally.